Students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm P. Majid with the topic were conjunctions, part second. Before launching forward, there is a message for you all, and that is a year begin is reckoned as one finish it. So it's vitally important for you all that manage your time sagaciously. Suffice it to say that we are here to give a leg up to Me Plus Ultra. Its 2G network, as weak as a reed, is one of the ultra concern. Otherwise, things would have been better than up to this. So let's start. A subordinating conjunction a subordinating conjunction joins a clause. A subordinating conjunction joins a clause to another on which it depends for its full meaning. So it's not easy for you to grip it. What's subordinating conjunction? In fact, it joins a clause to another on which it depends for its full meaning. I do have two cases over here. When we are supposed to talk about subordinating conjunctions, then it's very essential to know that we do have two cases. And case first, a subordinate conjunction may introduce clauses which are used like a noun, such as that, such as that. I mean to say, in the case, in the first case, and in the first instance, I would like to say that conjunction may introduce clauses which are used like a noun, for example, that. Now, in the second case of mine, I will emphasize on a subordinate conjunction may introduce clauses which are used like adverbs. Like adverbs. You can see here conjunction may introduce clauses which are used like adverbs as a time. Here you have time for subordinate conjunction. In the second case, I have taken it as when I'm going to use it like adverbs. I do have the first case, that's time. For time, we can use while, we can use when, we can use subordinate conjunction like after, we can use before, since, as soon as, while as. So while, when, after, before, since, as soon as, while as. Like adverbs, we do have time here, and I have given you some subordinate conjunctions in the form of while, when, after, before, since, as soon as, while as. Let's take the second one, that's B. Place. And we can use where, wherever, whether, now its place, you better use where, wherever, whether. Now in the third one, C, we are having reason. And for the same, I will use because as subordinating conjunction or subordinate conjunction. I can use since, I can use as, I can use that. D, manner. Now let's see, when it's talk of manner, which kind of subordinating conjunctions I am going to use. As, number one, so far as, according. I'm giving you the list where you can pick it easily, quite easily. If we are supposed to use subordinate conjunction and it's talk of time, we do have while, when, after, before, since, as soon as, while as. Place, where, wherever, whether. Reason, when you are going with reasoning, you can use subordinate conjunctions likewise, because, since, as, that. Now manner, For the same, you can use as, for, so, for, as, according. Again, we have condition. For the purpose, we can use subordinate conjunctions, likewise of, provided. That, supposing, now in this very particular case, when I am supposed to talk about condition and I am going to use subordinate conjunctions for the same, I do have of, I do have provided, I do have that, and supposing. You can use it, and it's very easy for every single person to negotiate when we are going to use, where we are going to use subordinating conjunctions. When you may introduce clauses which are used like adverbs. You do have time, place, reason, manner, condition. Again, we have result or effect. Result. Or may say effect. Give it a thought, and I will tell you, you are supposed to use so as subordinating conjunction, that you can use it also. I mean to say, for result or effect, you are supposed to use so, that. Just we have a full list of subordinating conjunctions. Now, have a look, please. In this very particular case, I am going to depict a comparison. Comparison. For this purpose, I am ready to use that. As. No less than. I will tell you. For example, he is not so intelligent as his friend. For the purpose, when you are supposed to use conjunction, subordinating conjunction, for comparison, you are going to use that as no less than. And in the final case of mine, or subordinating conjunctions, I do have contrast. 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 Let's see what we are going to use here. Though. Although. However. although, however. For example, although he is a poor, although he is a poor. He is hard worker. You can see this was probably the list of subordinating conjunctions, and in the previous class of mine, in the previous demonstration of mine, were conjunctions. The topic of mine pivoted around coordinating conjunctions. In fact, when I was demonstrating were its types: cumulative, adversative, alternative, and elative. And in the second part of this very topic, I have demonstrated were conjunctions, and this time it was the second type, subordinating conjunctions. And that's all from my side. Wish you all the best. Stay home, stay safe.